Okay, welcome back. It's been a few weeks since the last vlog, probably 6 weeks now, maybe even longer. I did get out once, but yeah, unfortunately I forgot to take the camera, so there's nothing from that vlog, although it wasn't a good day. It took ages to get there. Had a few barbel, move swims, underarm flicker me 2-ounce lead cadence rod snapped, and cadence with their rubbish after sale service wouldn't honour the warranty. Said you only get basically one cast, really, 1 week with your rod. Even though you got a year's warranty, you've only actually got, if it was going to snap, it would do it in the first session, they say, if it was down to their fault, so wouldn't replace the rods. So you'll see today I've got the corum rods back on the pod. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. So I'm up on a stretch where I've never fished before. So I'm a lot further up from Coalport. I'm up in Shrewsbury. It's a bit of water. I've had a ticket for a couple of years for it now and never ever fished it. Got the ticket because you can do nights on here. Thinking with my long journeys I would do some nights. But yeah, just never fished it. And then I'm working in Birmingham tomorrow. So this is Sunday afternoon, and so it's sort of a free journey up here at least. So yeah, about 3¼ hours up here, easy to find. Spent an hour putting just putting bait out and finding what I thought were spots, and put the rods out. Was just about to start this vlog, and the right hand rod went straight away on lunch and meat. That was a chub, probably about 4 pounds. I just put him back because nothing was set up, and yeah, put that rod back out again. Then we had a massive downpour of rain. During that I had a bite, went out to it, got quite wet, barbel on, and it was going down, hacking off down the river. Had him on for quite a while, and then the line actually cut, not the hook link, the line, just up by where I've that rubber bead to catch rubbish that's going up and down the river. So that was a bit annoying, but the rods are back out. Yeah, and I'm going to fish on till about 7:30, 8 o'clock, see what happens. Bit of feedback from my vlogs the other day from, I can't remember if it's Henry Turner or Harry Turner, one of the two. He was saying I should show a bit more of the river, so what I will try to do today is less of me on camera and more of the river. That said, it'll get dark and we may not be able to record much. I've got the light on the GoPro now, and I've also upgraded the microphone. It's there, it is, because obviously once the GoPro's facing away from me, if I'm talking, the microphone is also facing away from me, so the sound will probably be rubbish. But yeah, I'm going to spin the camera around now, tell you a little bit about where I'm fishing, and then I'll stop recording and tidy all my gear up ready for the night, so as I know where everything is. So yeah, let's spin this camera around. Okay, so it's a bit hard to see now, but when I first got here, out about there was a crease. So basically I was putting baiting down probably about there, assuming it's going to come along to there, and then I've got one rod there and one rod just further along about there, and it's that rod that's gone twice, so I suspect I'm not baiting up far enough along there. The river has actually slowed down quite a bit since I've got here, but we'll see what happens. Like I say, I've got these starlights on the rods, so yeah, I don't use buzzers for barbel fishing. The day I need a buzzer on the river will be the day I stop fishing the rivers. That's for my carp fishing only. So yeah, starlights on the rods, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get a barbel or two. As I say, I've already lost that one, and generally, not always, but when I see reports, the barbel at this end of the Severn seem to be bigger normally, so we'll see what happens. As I say, the rods are out there, and yeah, we'll just keep fishing and hopefully pick something up that we could show you. So see you then. Okay, so just a little update now. It's 5 o'clock, so I'm going to give it another 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. I've been feeding up that inside line, just off to my left there, the overhanging branch. You've got about 6-7 foot of water there, so I've been trickling in some hemp and pellet in there, and now I've moved one rod into there. Still getting the odd knock on the rods out 2/3 of the way across, but not many knocks now, so hence why one's coming closer. As I always say when I'm up at Coalport, you know, if you could fish on into dark, I think you could nick a fish or two in the margins. So that's the theory here as well, that something will come along in the margins and we can perhaps get a fish or two on the flog. I'm not going to set the camera up, well, unless it's a PB. If it's a 11, 12 pound, wishful thinking. But yeah, if it's a PB, I will set the camera up and take a picture. But otherwise, it will just be on the flog. So yeah, hopefully catch up with you in a while with a fish on the bank. If not, I'll just catch up with you and I wrap the flog up at the end. Speak to you then. Well, welcome back. Can't say there was a lot to show on the video, but I tried, you know. I've had 3 chub. Yeah, it's been hard work, but at the end of the day, it's worth giving it a try. For once, it hasn't cost me anything, you know. No, as I said earlier, no fuel, not even wear and tear on my car, because I'm not insured to drive my car for work, so it's a hire car. So yeah, that's what it is. I've had 2 last casts. I'm going to have a clear down now, try and get everything packed away, hopefully before it rains again. It wasn't meant to rain, but everything's soaked, so I'm guessing that car's not going to smell very good with all my gear in the car for 2 days, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, it's, what can I say about this little stretch? Yeah, nice little stretch. I'd probably like to come back when I've got longer. Doesn't compare to Coalport so much as, I think it's the A5 just over there I can hear, so you hear traffic all the time. But yeah, as I said, in theory the fish are bigger generally that come out here, so it's worth the journey. But yeah, you know, not a lot. I do say yeah a lot, don't I? Not a lot of action on this vlog, but I'll probably put it on YouTube. If you're watching it, I've obviously put it on. Thanks for watching, and I'll try and get in I don't know what the date is now, mid-November. I'll try and get in a couple more trips this year before the rivers flood too much, and hopefully there's a bit more action on the next ones. So yeah, see you on the bank soon.